This Davon, the things that you have lied about. What Nicki Minaj say? When Nicki Minaj said, "Ho, the things that you have done down to this little bitty television screen screaming for a hot dog and a couple of pieces of burger for your family." I can't get jiggy with it.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with another recap and review. Today I'm recapping and ranting about The GOAT Season 1, Episode 3. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Y'all deserve. My partner, he's just leaving to go spend time with his mom. I really wish my mom was closer. I really would. I'll be at her house all day. I would say she'll get annoyed, but she wouldn't. So I always get emotional because my mom's not here. She's not here. But anyway, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I hope y'all are relaxing and spending the day the best way you can. Okay. What's up, Lil Durn? She said, I'm not really feeling the show. It's really not much to I need to come up with a new name. So y'all help me with a new name. Jamie B said, I watched all 3 episodes. Why? And why Days always get in the heat? She deserved it this time. Like this, now these lashes that she about to get from me and the ones that she got from everybody else, she deserves them for sure. Jamie B said, I'm too blunt in already. Today is rough. It's hard out here. And shout out to those who have lost a parent or their mothers. You are still being watched over and cared for. Always remember that. Hey, Haru. Oh, put your B's in the comments for Christopher Taylor. Chris, you sent me something. I think I responded to it, but I really needed that. I really needed that. I'm not paying to watch them. I think it's free. It says Freebie. That's what the app name is called, I guess. These for you, Chris. So, y'all, let's get into the episode of, I was on a reality television show once, and now I can go to this one and be called the greatest of all time. But because that name is too long, we just gonna shorten it and say The GOAT. Okay, so we pick up kind of where we left off, but not really. And this is what my problem is with you, Davon, because and I gotta give it to you, and hopefully we can still be friends after this, because you know how you be getting. It's a game, and I get that it's a game, but everything don't gotta be a chess move, piece move. Oh, I'm trying to. Y'all remember on episode 2, we just watched it, and she just felt like, oh, I just really shook the table. I really just shook the table. I gave a rogue vote. Now the girls are, child, we could not have started this episode even less interested in who did that rogue vote than we did the last one. Nobody cared. And this is what it's looking bad on you, Dave, that, you sitting here trying to strategize and do all of this stuff. And it's like, mamas, girl, get an ice cream cone from out the freezer and let's go out and sit by the pool, sis. You doing too much. We get 100,000, 200,000, or maybe we don't. But let's take the vacation. Ludacris right over there. I was watching what is it called? The GOAT Pod. I guess it's Wendell, Bryce, and Big D, but they do it together. And Wendell's, he was on the show, and he was saying that the mansion was really big, and it was actually next to Ludacris or somebody. It was some famous rapper, but they was right next to them, and it was the only place that they stayed. So we hear that Daniel's still upset about Tasia leaving. I don't care. Nobody cared about the rogue vote. We move on to the untalented talent show. So I guess they're trying to use different elements of different shows. Remember American Idol, You Think You Can Dance, all of these things. Well, now we're going to have, and I think this is a cue. Now, y'all ate with that little one thing. I'm going to give, y'all did eat with that little one thing. You did eat with that little one thing. So you just go out there and blindly pick a talent and then try to perform it. I like that idea. Now, is it still giving family reunion down to the TikTok? Yes. Is it's still giving write a talent on a post-it note, a sticky note, and put it on somebody's back, and now you gotta do that. Okay, it's still giving family reunion TikTok videos, but this was y'all did eat with that little one thing. Okay, so they all get their talents and try to figure out what they're gonna do, and they start practicing. Let me see what y'all got because I didn't respond to anybody last time. She's playing hard and early, and nobody seems to want to play like that. We gonna get into it, but there's something that has to be said about how she's playing this game. I'm not watching it for free either. Jesus, I mean, I'm with you. So they start practicing. Child, then we get to the actual place where they're going to be performing. It's in the basement. I'm telling you, everything is on site. This show looks so low budget. It's so low budget. So now we in the basement doing a talent show. Which don't y'all do these for y'all family reunions? A little picnic. Anyway, William Hung from American Idol was there. Have we not given everything to watch this show? And at this point now, and what's your fee, William Hung? Y'all remember she bangs, she bangs. Oh, baby, when she moves, she moves. What's your fee? Because I don't understand, one, why you were even there. Because you were not even judging. It was just like, oh, and we bought William Hung too. For what? So anyway, the rules to me actually kind of sucked. So it seemed like, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed like the game, as everybody does their talent, you're giving a number 1 through 11. Once you use that number, you cannot use that number again. So you got to make sure you really like the person, the performance, and the number that you're using. Because once you use it, you can't use it again. In my head, what I was thinking was, okay, well, this is kind of rigged, one. But then two, if you last, how did they even pick the order? If you're last, don't you just get whatever numbers people have left? Is that true scoring? I just felt like they could have done better. Y'all brought the Shebang man down here. Let him judge. I did not understand the way that they were doing the judge who came up with these rules. And I think that it also was unfair. So we start seeing everybody's thing. I'm not going to go through everybody's talent because everybody wasn't talented and it wasn't their talents anyway. Devon, she was supposed to be juggling. She said what she's going to do is give a juggling act, but mix it in with some of the acting stuff. And this is an indication of how you've been playing the game. Mama, we did not ask for that. You coming on a little too strong. The lady came out, she's screaming. She said, oh my God, help me. She's running around. And then she said she was supposed to be juggling, and the girl was tossing up 2 balls in the air. Now, I don't know if they've changed what juggling means or how many balls need to be in play, but girl, you didn't juggle. You did not juggle. And I don't even remember anybody even saying the alphabet backwards. You said a couple of the letters in the beginning, and then that was it. So we didn't ask you for acting. You didn't juggle. Like, what was this about? Child, she tossed those 2 balls in the air, and everybody's like, what's going on? What are we doing here? But they give her a high score. I think they were just scared. They didn't know what was going on. After that, Alyssa Edwards comes up. Now, I'm going to interchangeably be saying Alyssa and Justin. And I think it's only because how they're discussing Alyssa and Justin, who is the same person, in the show. So when I'm taking my notes, I'm listening to what they're saying as I'm typing it. But Devon will be talking about Alyssa, but she'll say Justin because she's angry with I don't know. So I will be interchangeably using their names. So Alyssa comes out. She does her performance. She even put Devon in the performance. Child, when they got done, everybody was rating. Devon was like, I mean, it was cute for what it was. I'm gonna give it a 1. And then she openly says out loud, I'm trying to be the GOAT. So I'm trying to like letting y'all know I'm going to be rating unfairly and biased because I'm trying to win. Because Wendell has said something in his confessional like, oh, so it looks like they're going to be working with their alliances and giving higher scores to the people that they love. No, she said, I'm rooting for me and me only. Okay, I'm trying to be the GOAT. So you get a 1. And I was like, this is some nasty work. This is nasty work. So, I mean, we move past that. Reza gets up there. He's the last. So he said he got to pull out all the stops. And I feel like he had a show-stopping number. Child. Devon was like, it's given to. It actually wasn't that interesting. I've seen better. I've seen better Lambo than this. Just nasty. And when I say Reza he was humping the pole and doing everything he could. And she was like, I've seen better. But couldn't you do it in a full split though? I just can't. I'm a Dave Stan. I have a hard time going against her. I can make it happen. Now I'm a Stan too, but you got to give the girls reality checks when they need them, and all of mine can be cashed. And it's time for her to get a reality check. I saw the faces of the contestants. It's so random, as if production scrambled for anyone who will show. I'm telling you, it was the casting call. They put out a casting call, and then the first 15 people who got there, they say y'all just on the show. That's what they do down to the zoos. Good afternoon, Meek. She says she's playing like she's on the challenge. These people are. It's really not that serious. It's really not that serious. 200. I guess. Let me leave it alone. So. Devon, she wins immunity, and now she gets to pick the teams after that. Reza was really sad because he felt like, look, I thought that we all were just being fair. We were going to rate each other with how we did. You know, old girl got on the ground and was trying to do what's that stuff called with the kicking in the hands? And she got on the ground and humped it. Jill did. Got on the ground and humped it. Just do your best, and then we're going to rate you and score you as is. And it was weird, but it was also kind of sad that he was like, he felt some type of way that she rated him low. She not for the gays, it seems like. So after that conversation, we all go into the house. And Alyssa is now, she's like, I'm not feeling this game. If people are going to play the game like this, I'm not going to play this game. Okay. They're being conniving and they're being sneaky and people are being real serious about all of this stuff. And I don't want to really have to go into the game like that. Okay. So as he's sitting down, he's talking to a group of the women. He's like, I can't believe, and I feel like she's always just game. Outside of the we're good. I really don't even get a chance to know her. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a chance to know her on a people level. So Davon's conveniently downstairs listening in to everything that's going on. So she walks up and he's like, hey, baby, do you want to sit down? And she was like, yeah, I would. She was like, great, because this is how upfront in your face he is. Because we was just talking about you, girl. And she's like, I know. Child, I don't know if it was production or the spirit, but those girls got up and said, we're going to let y'all have this. So they got up and left. And he's like, baby, I just feel like it's always game with you. It's game. You wake up, game, you do it. And it's just too much. And there's human connections that we could be making here, and it's just always game with you. Callback, wasn't this something that she had a problem with Christmas about when Bailey gave personal game information because it was personal but not game? But then Davon was mad at Christmas because it was like, why would you give that information out? But it's because this is a game and I'm trying to win the game. I can tell whatever I want to tell in this game, but it's like, oh, but that was personal game information, not actual game. Anyway, so we get from there, and Alyssa's like, girl, if you're going to play the game like this, then you can bounce. I don't want to have to listen to this, and I'm not going to be a part of this. So Alyssa gets up and says, look, I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. And Davon she's now internally frustrated. So she's like, first of all, you don't hang up on me. I hang up on you. So she went back to the room and she was like, let's not discuss. He's like, I don't want to do this, baby. I don't want to have these conversations. I am no longer investing in you. Okay, so then Davon gets upset and she walks away and she goes talk to Reza. And Reza's like, look, she wears her heart on her sleeve. And to be honest, she, stabbed me in the back, but I got over it. We were moving forward. But it's more than just a game. A lot of people are here for more than just a game. Everybody's not from a game show. And Davon, she says she feels as if it's unfair that she was casted for a game with other people who don't want to play the game, because she know how to play the game, who don't know how to play the game, and she's trying to play the game. My whole thing is this, and call me Ross, but you got to pivot. You have to learn to pivot. Pivot. You got to be able to pivot. If all of these girlies and you peep the game and you realize, oh, these girls really ain't talk about nothing like that, maybe I can slow down my game and then play the Barneys and Friends with them. You could pivot. So she starts crying and she's just really upset. Child, y'all saw that when she's sitting here crying, she's upset. I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm leaving. She goes to Alyssa Edwards and was like, you win. I'm going home. And Alyssa was like, I mean, okay. I mean, do what's best for you, baby. You got to do what's best for you, Davon. You got to do what's best for you. Don't you ever come to a drag queen talk about something you win like I'm about to be on your side? Girl, do you need help packing? Do you need help packing? I'm coming to let you know you win. I'm leaving. Girl, I mean, well, I guess. You want me to help you? You want a cocktail while you drink? Where's Kristen? You need help? Child, play the game, but don't let the people know you exactly. So going from there, Davon she starts crying. It's too much. We get to the next day. The Girls Alliance is working out, and now Davon, she is not. And this is another thing that clouds her judgment. Either she's like all in or she's just aloof. And I need her to be in the middle. Now she's on this V for Vendetta, and she needs to get Justin out of this game. Okay. No matter what she has to do. And because she can sniff the same chair that her cast member was just sitting on the day before, she feels like she has this power and it's getting to her head. So now she's like, you know what? I didn't like the way that he talked to me, so I'm going to get him out. Okay. So she goes to Powell and says, hey, Graham, I'm going to let you in on something. You tell me if you're down with it. And she's like, okay, sure. What's going on? She was like, I need us to lose. I need us to lose so that Justin can be on the chopping block and there's a way out. And Powell was like, oh, okay. So I hear what you're saying. What's plan B? Davon don't have one. She going over her emotions. She didn't have one. Child, so that's the new plan, and she's gonna be going full steam ahead. So then we get to the game. They have to walk out the front door because again, everything is at the house. They go into the front, and you get to see it look like kid jamboree, little shapes and stuff, the things that you play with when you in little kiddie gymnastics, blow up balloon microphone stand, and then some squares. And what you had to do is toss yourself around, run through the jamboree, and then pose. Boom, $200,000. Girl, I can't take it. So Davon puts the team together because now her plan is going to work. She picks Powell, Jill, Lauren, CJ, and Justin. And Justin was like, well, I didn't really think that this was going to happen, but you know what? I'm glad that we can move forward with this. So they start playing. Child, Powell only said, she said, I'm going to do this and I'm going to go with the plan because I don't want her to beat me up. Powell's only doing what she has to do to not get into a fight. So we start, orange team gets the first point. Okay, cute, whatever. Davon's fine. We get to the next one. Tech, who felt like he had found a loophole, It was he decided he wasn't gonna spin around the microphone, but instead he was just going to switch from side to side and then let everybody else know that there was a loophole and there was a loophole and there was a loophole, and then he got disqualified, and now Purple gets a point. So Devon's like, okay, let's calm down here. After that, you get Lauren, who gets the next point. So now Devon's like, okay, what's going on? Because it seems like my plan's not working. One, everybody's not all in on the plan, but I'll leave that one alone. Then we get Wendell. He wins the next point for Orange. And this is when CJ says, now I've been playing with this girl for like 2 days now. And when she's not winning, she's not happy. But for some reason today, she's go team, go. They are great. She's the best coach. And she's like, it's okay. You did your best. You're trying. When normally she'll be pulling out her hair. So something's off. The girls were peeping her. Something's off about it. So then Reza and Jill, they go next. Child, it just looked like 2 old drunk people. 2 old drunk people. Jamie B, that is right. It did look. This did look like Robin from the Real Housewives of Potomac when she had her family fun day. It looked like that. So Orange get the next point. Child, then Devon goes, and she felt. I mean, one, I felt like her acting was poor in the first part with the acting that we didn't ask for when she said she was going to be juggling, but she was only tossing 2 balls around. Did she try to do it again this time? You can't make me believe that you're here trying to race and you crawling. She was like, oh, no. Oh, God, no. Falling all over the place. Girl, you're not here to win it. You're not here to win it. Happy Mother's Day to you, too. And everybody else. So they found that a little strange. Lauren definitely called it out. She was like, I know I was on Love is Blind, but she must think that I'm blind with her with these acting skills that she has. The Orange team wins. So now she's excited, and Justin's like, oh, I feel like I'm going home because I'm, the first person on the chopping block. So Devon's excited because in her, a win is a win for her. And I love that for her. Because this first part of her plan came through, now she's like, oh, because I'm that girl. Because I'm the girl. But we have to get to the finish line. Okay, so you celebrating too early. You celebrating too early. I know we got to celebrate the small wins, but you celebrating way too early. We got to get to the finish line. So after the game, Wendell goes up to Devon. He's like, okay, so what are we thinking about doing? And she was like, woman to woman, we need Justin to leave. And her reason was this. I didn't like the way that he spoke to me during our last conversation. That's it. That's it. So now she's ready for him to go because she didn't like the way that he talked to her. Wendell and Reza's like, we are not gonna be going on with this plan. So Wendell said, look, let me just pull her to the side because I know my good sis is not really about to do this like this. It sounds stupid, okay? Hey, I don't feel comfortable voting out Justin. And I know y'all really want him. So what's another name you're comfortable with? And she's like, I have no idea. You didn't think about the possible plan B that Paul told you to think of. You didn't have nobody else in the backup for the backup. He said, well, what about Lauren? She was like, why Lauren? And Wendell was like, look, cute girl, beautiful gowns, nice gowns, beautiful gowns, but she's not really doing anything here. So she could go. She really could go. And Devon's not feeling it. The thing was that really wasn't clicking to her, but because she was on this power trip, Wendell was like, okay, so then our side would then do the votes that we need to do and get the votes we need to do, and then y'all side do what y'all need to do. She's like, I'm cool with that. Girl, are you sure? And are you hearing what he's saying to you? Mama, you may not have it like that, but she'll learn. So then Wendell says, look, let me tell you something. I don't like what's going on. It was so overt. He was like, you boys upstairs with me. So they all decided they're going to save Justin, and then they need to put it on to Lauren. And then he also brings in CJ and was like, look, girl, we need your vote. Can we depend on you? And she's nervous. She's not sure. She also was like, girl, y'all doing way too much for a show called The Gold. So it's voting time. CJ's nervous. And then we get to reading the votes. Davon sitting on her throne was so happy, smiling and cheesing, girl. Smiling and cheesing. One vote, as they counted each vote that was coming up for Justin, she's smiling and just the lady on her throne, girl. When they started putting them Lauren names out here, child, you couldn't find, there was not a smile or tooth in sight. Wasn't a tooth in sight. So at that time, Lauren goes. It's a vote of 5-7, and Lauren's out. And Lauren says, you know, I feel very betrayed. I feel very, very, very betrayed. Davon's mad because she said that her plan didn't work, and now she's mad at Wendell. But the thing is, he told you exactly what he was going to do. If you do not want to change, you hear what I'm saying to you, mama? If you're not going to change who we vote for, then I'm going to do what I need to do to get the votes to secure the person that I want to stay. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? And she says she did. Why you mad? What is this person doing? So we go from there. And the host was like, hey, do you want to say something before you walk down the driveway? And she was like, look, there's some snakes on this plane. And y'all need to be careful and watch y'all back because these people aren't telling the truth. Carissa, no, Davon, y'all really got to watch out for her. And this is when Davon's like, well, I voted for Justin to leave. Yeah, mama, I wouldn't even be in this predicament if you didn't do that bad acting. Go down to Tyler Perry Studios if you want to play the game like this. But I would not have even been up for elimination had you not come up with this stupid plan. I don't care who you voted for. So as gracious as Lauren is, she said, look, at the end of the day, I love you all. It was a great time being here. It was the girls who were like, it was CJ. No, it was the boys and CJ. It was CJ who turned the back. Girl, I know ain't nobody worried about CJ. Y'all should not have allowed Davon to do this sneaky gameplay. And she didn't even tell me about it. So I had no chance to change my fate. Because if she would have came to me and said, well, we got to lose so we can get Justin up, well, girl, don't put me on your team. If you want to do it like that, don't put me on your team. So then I can decide whether or not I'm going with your foolishness. Paul may go along with your foolishness. But I had you come to me and say, hey, we just got to lose so that Justin can go up. I would have kindly said, girl, I love you dearly. Put me on the other team because I don't want to risk it. It sounds like an amazing plan. First of all, it sounds like an amazing plan. You have this all well thought out. You're so smart, so strategic. I say put me on the other team. I'm a bad actor. It really won't even look good if I try to act like I was losing. Just put me on the other team. But I'll definitely vote whatever way you want me to vote. That's what I would have done. But no, you took that right away from her with your sneaky plan that you only told two losers. And now y'all trying to blame it on CJ? Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. So then we get from there. Lauren is like, this is Davon's. Any last words? Go to hell, Davon. That's what Lauren said. And then she walked down the driveway. After that, because Lauren said, if they're going to play the game like this, I am not doing it. I thought we came here for cocktails and I was going to date somebody else in the bubble. They didn't tell me nothing about these strategies. Okay. So we get over with that. They say that, the boys, y'all are so untrustworthy. And Justin said, we untrustworthy? That girl threw a whole challenge. And y'all, it's just like, what? Yeah, but I did it out in the open, girl. Barely. We only knew because your acting was so bad. You got an F today. We only knew because your improv was so bad, girl. Barely. And we sneaky, but she's going around here throwing challenges and getting people messed up. How we the sneaky ones and untrustworthy? So now they're trying to come up on the boys, and he's like, look, if this is the type of game you guys want to play, Davon, if you want this, then you can have it, baby. I have a good life back at home for me, sweetie. And if this is the type of game you're going to play, you can have this. So he's like, look, I'm not gonna play this game with this black lady. I don't got the time for it. And so I can leave. And Kristen's like, no, please don't go. We love you. And he's like, let me tell you something real quick, drunkie. You don't love nobody else but the bottle. Child, the bike drop. Now the people are like, wait, what's going on? The host leave. And she's like, really? Really? I can't believe this. Child, she storms in to find the drink. But now to be like, oh my God, he's going solo. Here's Davon on her throne. And y'all decided to save this. If you don't shut your Tyler Perry chicken circuit plays ass up while we get his ass together, we don't need your help. You're no better. Like, you're no better. Oh, this is who you guys chose to say. That is the person that we chose to save. And hopefully she gets some help after that hard truth. Sit your ass down. Don't say nothing to us. So now everybody's upset. Kristen runs inside. She's frustrated. Justin's like, baby, if you want this game, you can have a baby. Child, we get inside the house. The Girl Alliance are going crazy. The girls are melting. I can't believe CJ is there. What about girl power? I can't believe she turned her back on us, all of this stuff. Y'all had Davon only tell a few of y'all what the actual plan was, so that's why Lauren is out. Why do y'all think that CJ is worse for that? Worse than that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Child, the girls were crying in the room. I can't believe they were throwing pillows around, comforters. They were on the ground. Justin comes in. He's like, hey, I just want to say, they practically hung him. So he's like, I'm not going to deal with it. So he leaves, and then now they're all crying. It was a mess. So they're all crying. They're mad. They're calling CJ everything but a child of God, not blaming Dave for anything, even though this was Davon's plan. Lauren is gone from the Girl Alliance because of Davon. Okay, because she could have picked all boys and then lost with them, and then got one or two of y'all together and then lost with the boys. But no, she didn't want to. It's just there's so many other ways, and y'all blaming CJ. So now Rez is like, well, let me go see what the girls are saying. It's a girl fight. And Rez was like, girl, you don't want to go in there. You might as well just sleep with the gays, because they sitting here, they talking about girl power, cheetah-licious. You might as well just stay in the room with us. Child. So then she's like, well, you know what? It was going to happen at some point. So then after this, Justin was like, I'm out. He's packing up his stuff. Alyssa Edwards is exiting the building, okay? And Russell was like, you can't leave. I have diarrhea. I took Pepto-Bismol. Your bowel movements have nothing to do with me. Anyway, so he's trying to convince him to stay because he has diarrhea. CJ made a great point. Look, I flipped my game for you. You better put that wig back in that box and stay your raggedy ass here. Okay, and we're gonna play this game together. You heard what they was how they was talking about me. They probably threw my stuff in the pool like this is the bad girls club. You gotta stay. And because Davon was making all of these harsh, ridiculous moves so fast, or this is my problem with Davon. This episode 3, bruh. And we know that you're a gamer. You know that you're a gamer. Why you gotta be doing all of this so aggressively, so early on? When you even yourself have said this is the friendship game. These girls came together for friendship. Okay? You could have slowed down this process. Just bit by bit, chewing, but no, you just every episode you think you make it, the game-winning decisions. And I hate to be the one to tell you, because I am a stan. It's not. And these people actually starting to dislike you more because they came for the tacos and the tequila. It's a game, it's a game, it's a game, it's a game. Girl, barely. Y'all do everything on site. Barely. Y'all writing down people's name on index cards and putting it into a mannequin that poops it out. You could calm down on the strategy. Wendell said, look, now because now Davon's over there eating her salad alone. Sad, girl. Now she's like, I feel like I have nobody I can trust in here. Girl, you created the distrust. and the dysfunction. Now you feel like, oh, now I know that I can't trust anybody in here. Well, actually, you can't trust the two dummies who decided to listen to you over their own games, and you created the disharmony. Dave, on my mind, you gotta calm down. And I don't know if you need to go in the room with Kristen and y'all both get drunk and cried out, but you have to calm down. I don't like seeing you like, I've never yelled at a girl like this in my life. When my mother yells at me like this, because she loves me. And you sitting there, you rolling your eyes and you twisting your neck because you heard it all before. You don't know what the hell I've been through. It's too much. For $200,000 on a subsidiary of Amazon Prime that's going out for free. You doing all of this? What that girl say? I would hate to get this invested in a show called The GOAT. Girl, and our only claim to even be here was that we was on a reality TV. Next season, they're going to have Chasing Reality Girls from down to the YouTube. Calm down. I love you, but you needed to hear this. I don't know how y'all felt about this episode. She has to calm down. And I hate saying calm down to the girls because it's very offensive. But you have to calm down. But happy Mother's Day, Davon. You know, you made it another week, girl. She said she about to get GOAT back to back to back to back. We love to see it. We would love to see it. Y'all, tell me how y'all felt about this episode. Y'all think that Davon's playing too harsh? How y'all felt about everybody trying to blame it on CJ like Davon didn't start all of this mess? Even starting with her low ratings. Was it weird that Reza started crying about the whole thing? What is this thing between Davon and Alyssa Edwards? Do they need to just kiss? Because this tension is getting too high and they pulling the same tricks. I'ma leave. No, I'ma leave. No, I'ma leave. No, I'ma leave. Y'all, let me get out of here. If y'all want to know more about me and everything else I have going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely streaming right now. I hope you all have an amazing Mother's Day and catch up on the show. I'm about to go get busy, and shout out to Christopher for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm about to go get busy, and you all stay busy. Till next time.